Hello guys and welcome to tonight's racing action. I'm James Orcadwell and tonight we are here with the Classic Series for another race tonight, and of course we're here in the 1988 McLaren MP4-4 at the beautiful circuit of Suzuka, which of course has 18 turns. It is 5.807 kilometers, or that is 3.6 miles. Of course, the fast lap is from Kimi Raikkonen 2005. In race pace, this is of course a 1:31.540. And alongside me tonight for this classic race tonight, and we have to tonight is of course James.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you?
Yeah, looking forward to this. Obviously, classic track, classic car.
Yeah, going to be very good tonight. Hopefully, nothing happens tonight at the chicane.
Yeah, the chicane will be an important corner on the track, especially at the end, especially the exit, because that's quite difficult. But I'm looking forward to this.
That should be all good then. Just give me 1 second, guys, because it might be me. I'm just going to check my audio. I don't know. Can you hear me in this? Can you just? Are you going to play? Can we just check the stream?
Yeah, I heard you in the stream.
No, we're fine, but I just need to check if my audio is loud enough and that for everyone. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, everybody. I know I shouldn't be doing this really in stream. No, I'm too loud. There we go. I'm too loud. There we go. Indeed, there we are. So there we go. Then we are here tonight, and of course, if you didn't know, as we should be back now with the stream on the screen as well. If you don't know, tonight it is of course 26 years to this day since Ayrton Senna died. If you didn't know, so 1994 Ayrton Senna died, and he was racing in not this car, he was racing in the 1991 McLaren MP4-6. But if you want to know a bit about the season, right, if you want to know anything about the season, which is this season, right, James? A little bit of facts about the 1988 season, because that's the car win tonight, everybody. We have the two drivers were Alan Prost and Senna. Were the two notable drivers for the McLaren in this car, by the way. And in this season, they won the Constructors' Championship and Senna won the Drivers' Championship. So just to celebrate Senna's career a bit more, this is his iconic car because he won one of his championships in it. So very nice.
Wow.
Indeed. There it is.
What a driver he was. Good evening to Electro, Dan, Maggi, and Clarky Boy in the chats, and good evening to everyone watching as well. Yeah, hopefully we get going soon. I wonder if there'd be any rain. Suzuka can be known for rain. I'd like I said, in Spa last rain it rained, so it'd be interesting to see again in these cars. I bet it'd be a right handful.
Yeah, hopefully it can be better. Well, hopefully they're better to drive than last week's, because people said last week's was quite hard to drive, but still quite good to drive. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Just a disclaimer to everyone: I am fine now. I'm sorry I didn't do last night, but I'm fine now. I had felt ill yesterday. So we're all fine now, ready and raring to go for tonight. 18 drivers are here, popped in and ready to go. Do you want me to give you the championship standings there, or do you want to do them, or?
You do them, Cadwell, buddy.
Okay then. So it is Mike Bundy leading the championship on 114 points. Second is Lyonix on 85. Then it's 65 points for Brumi in third. Fourth is Dantan on 63. Then on 60 is Lee. Sixth is Energy Dan on 55. Then it's Maggi. Then it's DCG, Electro Dan, Pro Oliver, Punch, Sonic Hawk, Rappy, Lewis, Langfeld, James, TLH, Jabogan, Luke, Senna, Baboon J, Lord JB, and then it is Rami, Romsey, I think that's how I say it. We pronounced that wrong last week.
Yeah, we got it wrong.
Anyway, then it's Maggi, then it's Ryan Van Doom, then it's Topics, then it's James Hook, and of course, as it's raining in qualifying, there we go. as Clarky Boy is here tonight, so he has joined us, so he's another driver added onto the list now of things. We will of course put on the telemetry so you can see it there as well. Who else? Just remember, Badger is here as well tonight. I don't think I mentioned Badger's name in that, did I? No, so
I can't remember.
No, I didn't. So we've got a few new drivers added in tonight. This is just a, it is a championship where you will crown a winner of the championship, no matter what. We will crown a winner, right?
Yes.
But what we class this as is a bit of fun.
Agreed.
It's not like your GP4, 3, 2 or Prem, as I honestly say there. So yeah, if I am a bit off on commentating, it's because I haven't done it for like nearly 2 weeks now commentating, or a week now commentating. Sorry. So.
It's absolutely fine. Don't worry.
I've had a week's break. Jesus, I never normally do that. I should have been doing an hour and a half race on Wednesday, but just felt ill, so I didn't do it.
Fair enough. Well, it's good to see you back now, buddy. And
Yeah.
these cars look glorious. They look so much better than the McLaren of last week.
Yeah, let us know, guys, in the comments what the race is going to be. If it's going to be raining in the race, on board with John. Oh, he spun it!
Oh,
Into the wall he goes and loses a bit of his front wing. Oh, through the S's as well.
he's in neutral.
Through the S's. I hate the S's section. Gotta be honest.
It's very difficult.
Oh, off goes JB. Oh, everybody's sliding around this circuit. Here they are through the. Is it the? What do you call them? Is it 130R?
I think that's the Dunlop curve, and then you go into Degna 1, Degna 2, then the hairpin.
That's it. Degna 1, Degna 2. That's what I was thinking of. Never mind. And then you've got the spoon corner. Spoon. Why do you call it spoon?
Yeah, I love spoon. And then you go to 130R just before the chicane, I think.
130R,
yeah.
Yeah, indeed do. So hello to the 80 people who are watching. Of course, if you want to see the tyres on the screen, here are your tyres for now. It's all wet. They in the olden days used to have 2 sets of tyres. They did until the late 90s. They only had 2 sets of tyres. They used to have a. Actually, that's not true. Actually, they had 3 sets of tyres. Actually, they did. They had a softer compound, a harder compound of softs. That is, of dry tyres. That is, and just 1 wet tyre. If you learn something new every day, there, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
but
someone spun.
If you tell me who, I will go to them.
I don't know who it is.
Well, let's go on board JB and just see what he can do then as he now crosses the line and starts his first flying lap. And he's really wobbling that car around there, he is. It's really wet around here than it must be. He's really having trouble there, JB, there, to keep the car in a straight line. It must be so hard, these cars, to drive. I would love to see what the pole lap would be in the olden days in these cars.
Oh, JB, oh.
If you want me to, I'll find that out now for you.
Yes.
1980. What car are we in? Are we in the 88? Here we are.
Yeah, the 88.
It was Ayrton Senna, so in this car the fastest lap was a 1:41.853 in real life. And in the race the fastest lap was a 1:46.326. So we're looking about 141, we're looking about 1:43s I would say in the wet. Oh, as JB makes a little slide there again, but it is really hard in these cars in the wet, and in race if it's going to be dry a 1:46 I think we're looking for.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, I haven't done any practice in these cars, I don't know the times. It'd be interesting to see though.
But yeah, if it's anything like...
Badger's out.
If it's anything like real life, right? If it's anything like what happened in real life, then there you go. Just to tell you the top 3 of this race, as JB... Oh, JB's lost a wheel! JB has lost a wheel. It's brutal, this qualifying session today. This is brutal. But the first car to finish lap will be Energy Dan. Off it comes then to complete a lap. Just need one lap, everybody. You just need one lap to get a lap in, and that'll be your qualifying lap, I think, today. I think kind of it. 2 minutes 4 for there. Oh, he's beating that. A 2 minutes 3. Brilliant lap time there from JB. From Energy down there, sorry. Very nice lap. But by the way, as well, you would see on the back like the little bit of water coming off because that is your aero. I don't know how Murray Walker and James Hunt could really comment on these because it's very hard to talk about where they do that. Because they're so much technical. They're technically harder to drive, I'd say, these compared to others. But you know.
Yeah.
Oh, into the wall goes Punch. Into the wall goes Punch. He keeps it going though as he crossed the line. He didn't. He's just starting a lap after Punch, so he's wobbling on the start line. Everybody's wobbling here. We've already lost 3 drivers.
I just watched a few cars out that final turn, and there's just no traction at all. It's like driving on ice.
Definitely is. Oh, Punch is now. Topics now is retired in the S's. He's retired in the S's.
Lee now, what a lap!
Lee must have put some practice in here, but we still haven't seen the man, the myth, the legend, which is Bundy. Still haven't seen him put in a lap yet. He's the he's the top of the championship and has just been rocketing this season. Oh, fastest mid-first sector from Bundy.
Lee Nell has just gone 2.6 seconds quicker than anyone else at the minute. That is a mega lap.
Wow, that is amazing. So yeah, just to tell you, if you want to know, the race here in this car in the '88 season was Senna winning, Alain Prost second, and Thierry Boutsen in the Benetton in third, by the way.
Oh wow.
So there you go if you wanted to know. And they've even given us the lap count of the leaders. So Alain Prost led lap 1 to 15. Irvin Campelli was 16, then Prost was 17 to 27, and then from 28 to 51 was Ayrton Senna, and he led it and then won it. But here comes Lee now. Here goes. Let's see. Oh, he's just said the fastest middle sector of anyone has the man Mike Bundy. What a lap this is going to be from Bundy here.
He's got a Senna tribute helmet as well on.
Oh wow. Yeah, and was it that corner? Was it Prost or was it his other teammate, the Burgo? They both crashed into each other to get Senna to win the championship or something. Oh, Bundy! Oh, he's second and he's lost the front wing. Oh my goodness!
How has he not lost a wheel?
Look at that lap. A 1 minute, a 2 minute 1.352 compared to a 332.
How did he not crash out? I don't understand.
Oh. I'm surprised completely there. I'm correct, like you. So surprised.
Most people in the pits now, still few going around though.
Well, your predictions then for this qualifying for pole position?
I think Bundy, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Let us know in the comments. I'm just gonna go back and look now at the comments. But let us know in the comments if the race is going to be wet or not. If it is, it's going to be a nightmare for the first corner. I'll tell you that. But just let us know if it's going to be a wet race or not.
JB saying it's impossible in the rain. I feel you, buddy. I feel your pain.
Pack up and go home. Oh, here we go. JB says dry race, wet qualifying. There we go. So it's going to be a dry race. Nice. Thank you, JB. Nice to have you back and nice to have you tell us. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. What have we got there?
I'm on board with Pro Oliver at the minute, just coming through Degner 2.
Is Bundy coming in? I'm looking at Bundy just to see if he's coming in or not. Yeah, he's coming in. He looks to slow a lap. I don't know about James though. He's quicker though, so it looks like he's on a flyer, James. Just behind Bundy, I think he is. So maybe if Bundy or whoever he is in front of him can get out of the way, James will get a quick lap in here. As here comes James to the line. James with a Z at the end, and across it now he comes. Improved to a 1 minute 2 minute 1.840. Not the
Good
best
lap.
of laps, but not the worst of laps as we're for Oliver.
There's a massive spread of the field at the minute.
Oh, Sonic Walker's crashed. We've got a few people reminiscing about older motorsport heroes. Pro Oliver, what a lap. Up to 4. Very good.
Good lap.
We've got Mad G saying 2 Japanese drivers entered this race and both finished. Satoru Nakajima, if I butcher that name I do apologise, finished 7th in the Lotus, and Oguri Kawasaki finished 16th in the Lola, and then JB puts, I missed the Lola, a proper little British team. So there you go, some reminiscing, and yeah, we have seen this here. But what? Because I know you're not that old, James. I know you're.
I'm 20.
Okay, I know you're not this age. But what was the first ever F1 car you can remember watching there? If that.
Probably the Brawn 2009 or the McLaren 2009. That was the first season I started watching F1, was 2009, so when I was 9 years old.
Very good. Yeah. First ever F1 car I can remember is watching the Renault when Alonso won the championship.
Really?
That brings back some
Clarky Boy
memories.
fastest. He's retired.
He decided that that's a good enough lap. 2 minutes there. 2 minutes.
James is
0.9.
retired as well.
So everyone's thinking that's quick enough. Everyone's in the pit lane except Lee, who's just come back out and deciding now to start his flying lap. We'll go on board with Lee and watch his lap then, as you do. But yeah, that's the first ever car.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think Clarky Boy crashed.
Oh,
He didn't
yeah,
retire.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the first car I can remember watching. It used to, I just remember that.
Oh, James Hooks wide. Yeah, no, I wasn't really into F1 back then when I was little. It was only when I got older I started watching.
Yeah, I wasn't really into F1 really when I was little, but my mum was a big fan of it, so we used to watch it.
Yeah.
It's weird because you think like it should be your. It's very weird when you think about it, really, because I didn't really like know F1 or really watch it, and then my mum just put it on once and I just enjoyed it. So
Yeah, I just came across it accidentally and then never turned back, really.
Oh, we have a crash at this corner we're coming into now. Let's just check who that is. I don't know if that car's still going or not. If it is still going, then Lee's going to have to back off his lap here. Oh, it's James. It's James TLH. That's his car that he crashed in. Just left
I'm on board with
surface.
James Hook right now and he is tippy-toeing. There's no grip.
Oh, Lee off. Lee's gone off with the spoon. Oh, Lee.
Well, he's kept
you
it going.
You had an okay lap there, Lee. But yeah, reminiscing on your first ever F1 car you watched. That was the first ever one I watched that season. I mean, it was what's it after like 5, 6? I was very little at that time. Very little. I'm only 18 now, so this year I turned 19. So energy.
Energy. Hold on a minute. It's starting to dry up. People putting dries on.
Are they?
Lee needs to pit now and put a pair of dry tyres on slicks.
Is he gonna?
No, he's carrying on.
He improved actually. He nearly improved that lap there, Lee. 2 minutes 4, so did alright.
It stopped raining.
Do you think Bundy's going to come out in like about 40 seconds time, put on some dries and get out here or not? Oh, he is. He's put the dries on.
I think Lee's made a mistake there. I think he should have pitted.
But do you think Lee thinks there's still a bit too much water on the circuit?
Yeah, maybe. But Energy Dan, he might not know what tyres Energy Dan was on, but he's on dries. And I'm sure that wasn't even a great lap. But he's already 2 seconds quicker.
Oh, Lee, a little bit
2.1.
twitchy there into the, is it Degner 1 and Degner 2 section? Lee was very twitchy into that section. Just check now, out of the pit lane comes DCG and Punch, so they both come on the dries, and so has Ryan Van Doom, so they're all on dries. Anyone else?
It's dries.
I think it may be. Oh yeah, Bundy's now heading out the pit lane. There we go, he now picks up some speed and off he goes. Let's see what Lee does. Is Lee going to complete this lap here and actually get a quicker lap than he normally does on these pair? But no, he's gone off. Lee's gone off. Lee has gone off. He's made the stupid... Sorry, Lee, I'm not going to say this, but you made a silly mistake. And it's cost you. I'm upset.
You're going to regret saying that.
You could win this race, you know. I'm not discrediting Lee. He's a very good driver, very technically good driver. Everyone's technically good in this league. Everyone's technically able to put in good laps. Now, Boom J must have some qualifying ban or something because he's not coming out.
And I don't know why Lyronix isn't coming out either. Rappy, they surely have got to come out now. Lee's still going around.
Well, we'll have a look in down here. Right then, let's have a look. So I'll quickly go in Discord and have a look and see if we've got the steward with what do you call it? Thing from last week and just check. Where is it? Where are we? There we are. Do we have anything? Steward's findings. Here we go. Steward office. Here we go then. Let's read the Stewart's findings and just see.
Lee retires. Unlucky Lee. But yeah, I think the track just dried up at the wrong time for him.
Oh, wow. 3 of the penalties here are for Baboon J.
DCG goes on to pole. A 150.0. He's 10 seconds quicker than third.
Unbelievable. What is Bundy going to do then? Because Bundy looks rapid.
Here comes Energy Dan.
And of course we'll get Bundy in the... If Bundy gets top 3, we'll get him into the call with us because we all like talking to Bundy. So he's a very good man. So.
Energy Dan 1.2 off. He's into second though. Good effort.
Who else is about to finish their laps now? Anyone about to finish laps? Oh, actually, Punch maybe near. No, Punch nowhere near finishing. Rappy's literally just come out of the pit lane now.
No, he's not. It's too late.
No, he's actually in the last corner side, so he's going to just cross.
Oh, he slid out the last corner.
Do you want to take the lap?
Who, Rappy?
Yeah, you can go on board if you want.
I think we need to be careful of Bundy first, because he's coming
Oh, Baboon
up
J
to Spoon.
just come out, so here we go. Baboon J just come out, so we'll check on Bundy first. Bundy's not the first driver to cross the line. The first driver to cross the line will be Punch. And here he comes then, Punch out of the last corner. He comes across the line now. Puts himself pole.
Oh, he's on pole.
A 47. Very good lap there from him. What about Bundy here? This is going to be interesting because it's Bundy next. Across the line it will be Ryan Van Doom second now. Puts himself. Very nice.
That was a very good lap from Adam. Really good lap.
On Punch. There it was. Here comes your championship leader though. He could even storm that lap and get a start. Oh, he beats it. A 46.6. Oh my goodness. DCG beats him. Unbelievable.
Oh wow, what a lap from DCG.
Fastest middle sector for Pro Oliver there. So track is drying every lap. I think Rappy knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Here comes Lyronix though into the final chicane.
Oh, Pro Oliver.
Pro Oliver on pole. Lyronix, here we go. Oh, Lyronix is on pole. Wow, what a lap. 44.0.
What about Rappy though? I think Rappy's going to get this here, ladies and gentlemen. I think Rappy's got this in the bag. I might have just bit my own words, but there. No, I haven't. Oh, I have.
Oh. 40,000, was it 4,000 slower? Wow.
Energy Dan's lost fuel. Oh no. Poor Energy Dan. He's lost fuel.
I think the track dried a lot at the end there. It was last over the line, got the best conditions.
Yeah. Well, there you go then, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for your qualifying session. So it was Lyronix position with a 144.012. Second was Rapier 144.055, 0.043 behind. Per Oliver third. Fourth is DCG. Bundy fifth. Punch sixth. Seventh is Ryan Van Doom. Eighth is Energy Down. Then it's Clarky Boy, Lee Now, James, Topics, Sonic Hawk, James Hook, and then the guys who did not complete a time were DeJonas, JB, Badger, and Baboon J for some reason didn't even come out. So maybe he has a penalty or something, which I bet he does.
James Hook, who was the last person to set a lap, he was in I think 15th. He was 30 seconds off the pole lap because he stood it in the wet. I don't think I'd ever seen that in a league race.
Wow, there you go. That tells you how much a difference it does. They're talking about.
But no, those conditions were tough. I have a lot of respect for the drivers.
Yeah, and it's looking like it's overcast, so it might rain near the end of the race here.
Yeah, Lee put Bugger dried up just at the wrong point. Yeah, I think Lee went for his second run on the wets at just the wrong time when the track was drying.
I think he came out when. I think on his out lap it was like hot raining, but it was still wet, and then his lap
and then it just dried up.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Mad G for some reason puts worst American drivers: Michael Andretti and Scott Speed. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Scott Speed.
Okay, if you want to. As the green flag waves and away we go for our formation lap here. 27 laps of this.
Well, that was a very, very well timed lap from Lyronix and Rappy. They're in a great position for this race now.
They knew what they were doing.
I think they did.
But
I was wondering why they weren't going out.
Down in 10. What has Lee now done there? That's the thing I'm going to say. Well, anyway, we're going to leave you with... somebody spun on the... DeJonas spun on the line, so we'll leave you for a second with James. I'm quickly going to get a drink, and I'll be back. I should be less than a minute.
Sup guys, it's just me on the stream now. Overcast conditions here. I wonder if that'll cause a bit of understeer and getting temperature into tyres, but I don't know how they are in these classic cars, tyre temps. So Lyronix now coming up to Spoon on the formation lap. I think it'll probably be a one stop if it stays dry. But it's overcast, so there might be a bit of rain later on. There might not be, but it'd be cool if it could spice it up again. But that was a good qualifying session. It just to show in those wet conditions, being a last over the line, as they always talk about in F1, is critical because you get the best of the track conditions. And Lyronix and Rappy got it spot on. Lyronix backing up the pack here. He doesn't want to be sitting on the grid too long, it seems. Let his tyres cool down. As we come up to the grid now, well, there's a couple of cars already here, but
we're back right on time. That's a surprise.
Perfect timing. You can take away the start for me.
All right then. Who do you think then's going to win?
Who do you think I win?
Yeah.
Race predictions. I think to win this.
Who?
Rappy, second place.
Okay then. You think Rappy? We're just waiting for the green flag, yellow flag to be changed to green at the back, so give us a second on that. Here we go then. The two red lights now come on, now 3, now 4, now 5. Go, go, go! And away we go here for the classic Japanese Grand Prix, and we already have a spinner at the background.
Clarky.
But it looks like everybody else has got away nicely here as we have one car off there, which is of course Paul Oliver just letting a few cars pass. I think he is there as everyone else now gets away nicely at the front of the field. Anyone going to go too wide into the S's is a madman. Oh, as they have gone too wide in the background there. And through the S's we go. And we're all Every single car now is pretty much through the S's, and
Baboon J spun. Oh, he got on the grass. Oh my god, they're like 3 wides going into Stegner.
let's head back at the field just a tiny bit to Lee, just to see what's happening with Lee, and a few cars behind him here. On board we go with Topic, as Baboon J retires, he's crashed out the race. Wow, that could be a safety car straight away then. Is that a safety car? No, his car's still going for some reason, so he crashed out and his car's still going. Weird.
Rappy's all over the back of Ironics already, and they've got...
Bundy's just gone off, he gets back on now.
Oh, that's not good for his championship.
As you were saying?
That's not good for his championship, is it?
No.
I think down and now.
But just before that happened, you were saying about...
I can't remember.
about the leader?
I can't remember.
Rappy was so close to the back of him there. I thought Ionic there was going to
Yeah, Rappy's all over the back of him there.
Oh, we have a spinner. We have a spinner, and I think that's Badger. No, he just went slowly. So Badger, something wrong with Badger's car, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. But Lee's just overtaken Energy down there. It's a very nice move from Lee there.
He's up to 5th. Good job from Lee.
Do you think people put dry setups on knowing that it's going to be dry race, or did people just...
Yeah.
Okay, I think you didn't answer the second part then.
It made no sense to go on a wet setup. Oh, someone's wide. Punch on the grass. JB goes around the outside. Oh, what a move from JB. Up to 9th.
Oh, Punch has just lost 2 positions there, so something wrong with
I
Punch
don't know.
Maybe a bit of, what do you call it, wear on his tyres?
JB's got Bundy. Oh, oh no. JB got a bit wide out of Degner 1. Went into the grapple. He went wheel to wheel with Bundy, I think.
Here then, I think he's out, somebody else is off, and I think that's Punch, it's Punch, he's gone off. And Badger now gets past him. Will this be a virtual safety car though? No, it won't, because he gets back on straight away. But here goes Lee then, down the inside, he's done it, past Pro Oliver he goes, and Bundy past Energy down. Very nice move there from them too.
DCG lead away behind the leaders.
I spun it. Sorry, just to say, Clarky Boy has spun it.
Oh, lead the inside of... Oh no, he backed out. Sorry, ignore me.
No, if it's basically, as I say always, if there's any battle that you see, just shout, just pop in and shout.
Yeah.
I totally don't care. Like, I hate it in real life, right?
Yeah.
Where Crofty's talking and what's his name, Brundle doesn't go. By the way, there's a battle for 10th here because they didn't do that, which is kind of annoying, which I wish they did. There's Energy down now, just been overtaken by Topic. Very nice move there from Topic on Energy down. And in the background to Jonas, who's just been just come across line with half a wing.
Oh, that's not good for Jonas. Good drive for Jonas, GPT.
You know a lot about GP2 now, so...
Oh yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
But look at that, DCG is 7.4 seconds off Rappy already. We're only on lap 3. This is turning into a 2-horse race now.
James, good move there on Pro Oliver. Pro Oliver hits the grass a little bit, gets back on now, but has lost about 5 positions. Maybe even 6 in a second if James Hook gets past, he does, and so does Wyman Doom. So that's 7 positions he's lost. Make that 8 now as he now flies away and puts it up the gears again. But what I think we just need to do is see what Lee can do here on DCG, because he's right on the back of him here, as you can see.
Oh,
Lee
here he
go
goes.
side by side into Spoon. This is not going to work, Lee.
Down.
This is not going to work into Spoon.
Good driving.
It's like, was it last year with Vettel?
Yeah, Vettel and Verstappen, yeah. It's just not... Oh, he's got the run here.
Trying into the... Is it 30R or something? Oh, they touched nearly off what there. Nope, decided to back out. But I'm going to say this now, still without a front wing right, Jonas has just overtaken Pro Oliver.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not... I just saw it on the minimap there, but Pro Oliver just lost another position, so he must have gone on the grass. On board with Lee we go then, let's see what he can do on DTG here. He's right on the back of him here. On board we go with Lee for just a quick second into corner 1 we go.
Oh, James has passed Lee, hasn't he?
No, he hasn't. Nearly did though, as we go on board with James now for you guys and to show you is what the battle is with Lee and DCG here. If James can keep up a little bit. As Tejonas is out. He's crashed. Tejonas has crashed it at the start line, and we're going to virtual safety car. We are here. Oh my goodness me. If
The two leaders have just stretched their legs already. Look at the gap.
Electro Dan says, Lee said I'm Mr. GP2.
What did Dan say?
Electro Dan said, Lee said that I'm Mr. GP2.
No, Dan's not Mr. GP2. He's lying.
Well, that's what he says, so that's what Lee told him, apparently. So.
Electro Dan should be racing here, but he bottled it. I approve as well. Still in the virtual safety car here.
Still in the virtual safety car, we're going to give it a couple of seconds as Lee now goes with green. We're back green, by the way. We're back green on circuit as Tejonas now decides to leave the session. Is Lee now going to go side by side? Lee's done it. Through he goes. Or does he? Because James is right next to Lee and I think James has got him. He has.
I think Lee went too early then. He had to back off the throttle and that gave James the run.
This gives the drivers good ideas, this does, because I know this is early on in the season and we know we haven't been to this circuit yet in actual SFR, right? So this gives the drivers how to actually drive this circuit in a bigger car.
Oh, Lee's got the run back on him. He's got the slipstream off TZG.
Oh!
And he's back up to 4th.
Nearly tapped him there, he did. But just to say, it's 11.6 second gap now from your leader to 3rd.
Dan in the comments, I didn't bottle anything. I'm just letting you guys have fun. Yeah, Dan would be miles in the lead by now. He's too good.
Really? Dan would have been miles in the lead.
Yeah, no, Dan's a great driver.
He is. He's a
Hopefully he'll
really
be
good driver.
back racing full time soon.
Here goes James. What's James done here? He's made a little mistake because Bundy's now right on his tail. He has here in the livery helmet of Senna, just celebrating Senna's
Leads
life.
past DCG, got a great X out of Digna 2.
Has he though into the hairpin though? Let's see if he does, because DCG's got him, and he has.
Oh no, he's got him.
Oh, spin in the
gone on the
background,
exit.
and that's Topic to spin it.
Oh dear.
Oh,
These cars are
Topic.
difficult to drive.
Oh, he's hit the wall twice. That shouldn't be funny, but you know sometimes when you don't, where you shouldn't be laughing at something, but then you just do. That's that moment there. It's like appall you. It's a bit laughable, really. No offense. As James is just.
Oh, Lee's on the
DCG.
grass. Oh.
Oh, the free ride! Oh my goodness me! No! James, what are you doing? Who's got this? Oh, so it's DCG from James from Lee from Bundy, only just because Bundy now side by side with Lee to try and get past at the last chicane. Can't do it there and decides to back off. I've been ill for 2 days and now we come back to do a really good race.
James up to 3rd.
Mind blown.
Lee up to
now.
4.
Lee's going to try and get past James, but let's see what Bundy can do. We're going to go on board with Bundy here and watch these three in front, because this is going to be crazy. As Lee now tries into corner 2, and Lee got through? He has. Lee's got through. Lee's in 3rd. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Lee's now. Oh! DCG has spun it.
That was some racing.
What a 4 corners that was. What a 4 corners that was.
Oh, poor TCG. He's driving well as well.
4 corners of pure racing. If that doesn't deserve a like, or whoever's watching this deserves to subscribe to the channel. What else will I have no idea. But we're so close, by the way, if you didn't know, we're so close to 160, so if you can get us that, to 360, so if you can get us that, we appreciate it. As James Hook now spins, and he's wasted a little gap, and he finds one now, and he gets back on now. James Hook down in 15th.
I'm a big fan of James Hook. He's a really good driver. Puts a lot of effort in.
Yeah, it was a surprise last season when I raced like for the end of last season because they wanted a reserve.
Yeah.
So I commentated for most of last season in GP4, And the problem with James was that he's so good at racing. Like, I mean, so
Yeah, he's good
at
as
racing.
well.
But the problem is, he just makes a tiny mistake sometimes, or just I'm awful at saying this. I shouldn't be saying this because I'm awful at racing, but misses a tiny bit of corner with Bundy there, gets past James. James, H, by the way, not James, who we're talking about. A tiny little bit of a mistake, and it just cost him. And every single race last season, I think it was, until like USA, he didn't score a point, and then in USA it was his first point or something.
Yeah.
And now this season he's getting points. I think he's getting points every race this season. Is JB now down inside of James? And he's done it. Good move from JB there.
JB's on fire.
I like JB as a racer. I think he's really good. But yeah, as we just alluded to, every driver does it. Loads of drivers in Speed Force Racing do it. They make... Oh, DCG smacked it into the wall in corner 2. And loses a bit of front wing, but you race most of Speed Force Racing race really close to each other, but then there's just one little mistake some drivers make and they just don't score points.
Yeah, no.
That's my fault. I did it. What do you call it? Azerbaijan.
DCG was tired.
But yeah, I did it Azerbaijan. Safety car.
Well, that's not helped Rappy, who was like 16 seconds ahead of third, but that could post the grid back up, so that'd be good. I wonder if anyone will make their pit stop now and get it out of the way.
They probably will, but you just think about it, there's a lot more laps coming into this to keep going, and would you put fuel in?
All Badger speeding under safety car drive-through.
I know you can't put fuel in this game, but in real life, would you put fuel in? Would you not? 50-50 say, into the pits comes the leader.
Ironic. Yeah.
And Rappy.
Yeah, everyone will pit. It makes sense.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's hard. But yeah, Azerbaijan was my last race in GP4. Was my last race.
How was it?
Because I'll tell you why. Just before the castle.
Yeah.
You have like that. What do you call it? That S bit, and then like you have that little straight, and then the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went into the S bit, and I actually clipped the wall, and it just knocked my tyre off.
Oh, that's not good.
Right, so I wasn't actually slow. I was 5 seconds off. I was in a safe. It was underneath the safety car, by the way, as well. So I was literally just weaving a tiny bit, clipped the wall a tiny bit, and then it just lost my tyre.
Yeah.
And I then told somebody who's a admin said basically, you're not slow, but we just got another driver who we think's quicker than you, so we're just gonna let him have your seat, which I thought was fine. So I'm now reserved, but I can't do Mondays anymore, so there you go.
Yeah, that's alright. If you enjoy commentating, that's the main bit. If you want to race, you can race any time if you want, really.
Oh,
if you want to get back into it.
Tuesdays are awful. Awful.
Yeah.
I hate Tuesdays. I'm in a league
Well,
with... I'll just announce this to you and to everyone. I'm in a league with my friend on Tuesday, which sadly this week I didn't do because I felt, not ill, but I was annoyed with what happened on Tuesday daytime. But regarding me and a girl who I thought were friends, but now we're not, which had a massive argument with me, so...
Drama.
Never mind. But basically, I didn't race this week, but I normally race in that, and I'm awful. Like, the first race of the season was Brazil, I came 5th, which you think is quite good.
Yeah, it's a good effort.
Second race of the season was Canada, and I crashed it out of the World of Champions.
Easy done.
Third race was Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, and I managed to bottle it. Literally, I came 11th. I had to pit with like 6 laps to go because I forgot that I was on softs and they wouldn't last till the end. So I bottled an 8. There's only like 16 of us in this league. And then the last round we did was this week. Sadly, I couldn't do. So that's what. No, it wasn't. It was France. It was, and I managed to come 8th. And then this week was Germany, and I decided that I couldn't do it because I was not in the right place in mind.
Yeah, right. No, that's good effort.
But yeah, I'm awful.
Getting solid points, what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm not good in that though. I'm like near the bottom of it because everyone else has like scored really good points, and I'm just there like, well, that one race, the 2 races I've not scored points in have let me down.
Consistency is always key in league racing.
And Electro Dan says we seem to have a thing in common with bottoming it, Cadwell. Indeed. Yeah, but yeah, that's the only championship I race in though. I don't race in any others. So
Yeah, I only race in on Wednesdays and GP2. So
yeah, the league's not even streamed. My one, it's just like a mess around league with friends. But like the top 6 in the championship, who are like the top 6 now, they take it like so seriously. It's unbelievable. Like if you imagine the level of skill right in that championship, so the top 6 in the championship are GP3, right, in Speed Force.
yeah,
You then have 6 to I say 12 who are GP4, and then you would have 12 to 16, which would be GP5 if you had a lower league than that.
yeah, no, I understand.
And I'm just there, like I'm in the middle because I'm not GP5, I'm not GP4, and I'm not GP3, so I'm halfway between GP4 and 5 because I'm awful. If we
You're not
were
awful.
a team,
Practice,
we would
practice,
be
practice,
called the
get
Bottom
better.
Boys.
I know. I think what's interesting, I was just having a look. James TLH and Sonic Hawk and Pro Oliver didn't pit,
Ooh,
so they'll be hoping for a late safety car.
well, there you go with your gained. We'll stop about talking about me now. We'll just talk about gained and why. So because we have a safety car, we can just ramble. I like rambling. But we have 8 places. James has gone up. Sonic Hawk 9, JB 8, and Badger 6, and Lee 5. So there you go. Badger 4, sorry, Lee 5. So there you go. Safety car is in this lap.
Oh, that was late.
That was a very late pull there from the safety car. Now we have to see what Ionics does. As the safety car has peeled into the pits, and we're green, and away we go. Good start from everyone here, we do, as they go away now. That was a late one. That was just into the chicane, we got told that.
I think I caught everyone out.
I'll just see what James can do here. Can he get past Rappy and say, I'm going to get 3rd?
Lee's already up to 4th.
Oh, nearly tapped the back of James there, Lee did, but the top 2 are pulling away already.
Lee's all over the back of James TLH already.
He is indeed.
Would he go for a move into the hairpin?
It's risky, but he can try it.
Yeah, no, it's too risky.
It would be risky, and he didn't manage to do it there, and he decided to back off there. And oh, Bundy, good move there on Pro Oliver. Very good move there from Bundy. But Pro Oliver might want that position back, and he's looking like he wants it back, Pro Oliver. And here he goes then down the inside, down the outside line. Pro Oliver now on Bundy. Oh no, sorry, JB on Pro Oliver, and Pro Oliver's lost another position to JB. Very nice there from JB. Quite like Bundy there for a second.
Lee's got the run on James. Is he going to go around the outside of 130R? Oh, no, he ran out of room.
You can't do that. Oh, he's trying.
Oh, he's gone straight to the chicane.
And he's done it.
Move done.
James will have
He's
to
up
pit
to 3rd now.
James will have to pit in a couple of laps because his tyres must be dead. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake from James, unfortunately.
Well, here goes JB on Bundy. Let's see what JB can do on Bundy then down the inside into corner 1. I don't know what the corner's called. I think we're just going to call it turn 1. And he's done it. Past Bundy goes JB up to 5th. But what a scrabble. Sorry, just quickly, what a scrabble in the background we got here between Topic and Pro Oliver and Sonic Hawk here, who are having a nice battle here. They are.
Oh, someone spun.
Clarky
Boy.
Clarky Boy, and he's out the race. And we may have another virtual safety car or safety car for that. And I think we have something because the flags are waving. That could mean a safety car. No, we're green. Okay, nothing then.
I don't think a lot's gone Bundy's way today.
No, it hasn't. But
So far.
As you can just see, Lee is 2.2 seconds already. They pulled a gap out the top 2.
Yeah. The top 2 are very quick.
Yeah. Oh, Topics has just been trying to get. Oh, he's gone off. Topics has. But look at James there, past Sonic Hawk. Brilliant move there. for James Hook there. Past Sonic Hawk he goes and top it. Very nice. But
Yeah, I think Sonic Hawk is struggling on his tyres.
And into the wall goes Energy Dan. Oh my.
Oh no!
Poor old Energy
How
Dan.
unlucky.
It's interesting. It's interesting to hear it because it's interesting if you didn't, because I haven't commentated this week, as we tell you. If you didn't watch the last weekend, they did a 24 hours of Nürburgring, right? And,
Yeah.
and they did a 24 hours on this game of F1. If you didn't know, how they do
I
that.
didn't know.
I don't know. Basically, there's a group of people who do it. Jonas was in it, by the way.
Oh, was he?
It's like it's called like F1. It's like 24 hours F1. It's like a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, and they like raise money for like the Mine charity, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Or like or it's just they raised it for a charity anyway. And they last time I watched, they raised like I think it was like £800 or something, or like £1,000. So very good job for them anyway. And it was very
Fair play to him.
yeah. We had a 24-hour race, and it's interesting to hear it because I know me, you, Senna, JB are just gaming commentators. We don't really commentate on real life.
Yeah.
Right, interesting to hear what we talk about compared to what proper commentators talk about.
Yeah,
Like,
I know, it is weird.
I was watching. If you've ever watched, if you've ever heard of like things like TL Radio or something, or like the race. Oh, what's it called? As Topics gets past Sonic Hawk there very nicely. It's called like Race Show Limited, like radio or something.
No, I haven't. I
you
looked
know-
it up.
Have you ever watched?
Oh, Punch is out.
Oh, that's an awful place to crash, and I think we may get a virtual safety car. I thought we would.
Right, James TLH got to pit.
He's got to pit now, James. Let's see if he does. He is, in he comes.
Yeah, he's in.
And same will Pro Oliver. He'll probably pit.
That's helped Bundy out a lot.
It has as well. But yeah, so back to what I'm saying. They had like two proper commentators who commented on like 24-hour races. Have you ever watched 24-hour races?
I've watched a Le Mans before, but not on like YouTube, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you know Le Mans,
Yeah.
and you know there's yeah, probably don't, but there's like but Martin Brundle's son commentates on that.
Yeah, Alex, isn't it?
Alex Brundle, and then there's like an older man who commentates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that older man. I don't know if it was that older man, but there was one of the four who commented on that was doing iRacing,
Oh, really?
and it was around the Nürburgring combined with the Nordenslife.
Oh, but that'd be so much fun to drive.
I was literally there watching the race, thinking how much detail he talked about, how much the innovation of corners and how that is, and we're just here talking about racing. It's like that's the thing. I would never be good enough to be a proper commentator in real life.
No, me either.
Like, okay,
It's actually a skill.
I would be good enough because apparently, according to somebody who I commentate for on a Saturday, I'm a pro natural and I should be hired by esports. No, I shouldn't because I'm awful. But you know,
Adam Clark and Punch. Damn, I got distracted by my missus dyeing her hair and bang. Unlucky, Punch. You are certainly a legend.
what kind of
Right, so the race is neutralised again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cadwell.
And we won't be the safety car won't be coming in this lap because we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars still to be behind the safety car. So as we know, it's lap 13. So we have Lyonix, Rappy, Lee Now, Bundy. Well done to JB. Well done to James Hook, James TLH. Then it's Pro Oliver, Badger. So from Pro Oliver all the way down to Ryan Van Doom, they're the cars who are waiting to be behind the safety car. They are, by the way, if you didn't know. When they come to the back of the safety car group, we'll be ready and back racing again, pretty much. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, you don't have to know in real racing. You don't have to know much about cars, right?
Yeah, no, I understand.
So no, let me start. In this game, you don't have to know much about cars. Just know how you just need to know the pace kind of and how they race like side by side and that, and just be good at doing that. Like I'm good at commentating on games, I'd say. And then when you go into real life, you need to know how a car, like how that car works. Like if you're talking about touring car, for example, like Ford. In the UK, there's British touring cars. If you didn't know, everybody. You would have to talk like about how a V8 engine works and how the V8 engine can be quicker than a two-cylinder engine or something. It's like, ugh. And I wouldn't be good at that. So.
No, it is a skill, and it's something you learn over time. But
I could though.
No, I couldn't commentate in real life.
I could be one. I was what was it? I was on a stream ages ago with with somebody anyway who's like still at school, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names here, and they said when I
I'm not going to name names.
No, because I'm not. But they basically said when I leave school, I would like to be a professional commentator, and I was like, yeah, do that if you want. You get paid to do it. Do it.
It must be a very tough job to get into because you'd have to start like lower and work your way up. But
I think it's like safety car by the way in this lap earlier than planned that. But basically, you would have to probably start a go-karting and work your way up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you wouldn't just go straight onto like a mainstream TV channel or anything.
Like, I live near Cadwell Park. If you don't know, I shouldn't really tell you that, but I do. And loads of commentators there are like are people who know their stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about us rambling on. We're back green, and Lee now right on the back of Rappy. Will he try and get past him here as the green flag flutters at the line and to every single corner now? It will. Here goes Lee past Rappy then into corner one. Is he going to make it? Is he going to actually try it? No, he's not going to try it into corner one. And I thought JB there was going to try it on the back. Oh, Bundy, but he didn't. Bundy though still going to score some decent points today though if he gets ball. Everybody's still scribbling. Scrapping for points, so not scribbling. Why did I say that? I do not know.
I really hope James Hook can stay in a high position.
Well, you're just saying that, but right on the back of him is James TLH, and here he goes then. James does down inside. No, he backs off a little bit. He thought he was going to go. Oh, he tucks in the back of him.
He's off past his front wing.
James. I think James had just gone off the circuit there for a second there. Or who was that who went off the circuit for a second there? Oh no, it was Topics who went off the circuit, sorry. We apologise. A little bit there. He has as well, he's lost an end plate of his front wing, James.
That's going to be really difficult in the high speed.
But I've got to give one drive I've got to give credit to Lee. He's kept up with the leaders pretty nicely here.
Oh, James has got another penalty. Oh, lucky buddy. Topics past Pro Oliver.
Oh, Pro Oliver.
Oh no.
It's gone off, yeah. P13 to Pro Oliver. What about it here for Lee? I think Bundy's right on the back of Lee now. Is Bundy going to get past Lee? As we're still green on circuit as Leonix makes the fastest lap on that lap. Wow. What lap was that though? Let me just check. A 43.6? 3.0 I think that is, or 6.35, yeah, 6.35, there we go. James going to go side by side with James Hook, and he's got him. James has got past James Hook there, very nicely. James TLH has got past. So we'll just call him TLH from now. There's too many Jameses in this race.
I know, I was going to say, there's so many Jameses in this league.
James Hook, James Killer, who used to be racing for us, I think, in Speed. I don't think he still races. James TLH, and then there's me, who's commentator, and you.
Yeah.
But Bundy's still right behind him though. Do you know, I'm just going to ask you this, do you know for the top 5, or actually top 5 is just quickly, Topics has just got past Sonic Hawk, very nicely there he has, and same
Ryan
with
Van Doom on Badger. Here goes Ryan Van Doom. Up the inside into Spoon. Can he hold it? Oh, nice move, Ryan Van Doom. Oh, he's gone off track. He's hold it. Good move.
And same with Energy Dan just gets through as well. But do you think...
Oh, Van Doom's on the grass. Sorry, after you.
No, it's fine. Thank you very much for telling me. But do you think the top, like, 5, who are all 8 laps old tyres, will pit again?
I think they'd be alright. I could be wrong. Rappy passes that.
Indeed it is. But yeah, do you think they will? Because you look at the first stint when the safety car came out or came in, it was only like 11 or 12 laps on these tyres, and I don't think that they're still potentially they've got 11 laps to go, so I don't. Because when you look at, sorry, keep going.
No, I think the fuel load will decrease, so that will help. But 19 laps around Suzuka on a set of tyres is a stretch. They got to look after him, definitely.
Yeah, I personally, I think the guys who are on 4 or 5 laps on their tyres are pretty much the ones who can win this race. Now, I think James Hook's in the best position. Not James Hook, sorry. James TLH is in the best position. Same with Topics to actually maybe win this.
We'll see. The tyres, well, if you drive in the correct manner, you can extend the stint, but it'll be a lot dependent on whether these guys are looking after the tyres or not. But it'd be interesting if there's a late safety car. Will any of these people, like said, Lyonix, Rappy, pit again, or will they stay out but obviously have older tyres? But we'll see. But I think I'd rather be in Lyonix position than James TLH at the minute, because he's got track position, he can look after his tyres, and I think he'll be able to stretch him out.
Will he be under pressure though? From like the quicker drivers, from like Rappy, who's just at the fastest lap, they're behind him.
Yeah, but Rappy's got to be careful, because if he pushes too hard, his tyres could go off, so... But no, Rappy's got to go for the win. And
do you think anyone will get like a puncher if they push too hard?
Well, I was just thinking back, in the real race this year, Lyonix fastest lap, there was a 2-stop, so there is high deg around this track, and off the top of my memory, it is a high deg. Obviously, there's a lot of energy going through the tyres, so... But I think they'd be able to stretch it out. I'll be surprised if they pit, but we'll see.
Okay then, so 18 laps gone, and then it's still the same top 3. Lyonix, Rappy, Lee, and then it's Bundy, and of course from Lee to Bundy is now 1.4 seconds it is now. The closest battle is Topics and James Hook.
Yeah, Topics are all over the back of him.
They are for P7. I'm still curious though, I'm still curious to find this out. I am. I still think James TLH can get a podium here if he keeps his tyres right, and if everyone else has to pit, that is, if they have to pit.
Exactly, that's it. It'd be an exciting. I think they'd be alright, but I think if there was another safety car, that'd be very good for James TLH.
Topics is looking, and here he goes down the inside of James. Now makes it on the outside, and has done it. Lovely move there into the corner just before Spoon. Very nice. I don't know why it's called Spoon, but maybe
I don't know either.
maybe it looks like a spoon. I don't know. Oh, you are a spoon. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's head further back down the order because there's a good battle between Ryan Van Doom and Badger here. Is Ryan Van Doom GP2 still, or?
I think he reserves. I think he just races when he can.
Okay, because he used to be full GP2, I think. And here he goes then down at the 30R, I think it is, and he's done it.
Lee fastest lap.
Past Badger he goes, yeah, Lee fastest lap. So it isn't actually, the tyres aren't decreasing as much as I thought.
Lee's all over the back of Rappy. It's closing up.
They are indeed, but I thought it'd be decreasing even more because what I thought was you could manage only maybe 13, 14 laps on a set of these tyres.
I don't know. I didn't do any practice, so I don't know how much deck they have, but they seem to be holding up quite well.
Oh, we have a sector 1 off, and that's Badger. That's Badger off. We'll go to Badger. Oh, no. Badger and Oliver spun it together.
Oh no, James TLH has a 3-second penalty. That's not going to help.
That is awful for them two, as now James Hook has just been overtaken by Sonic Hawk, but still in ninth position. We'll get a point. He will, so won't be too disappointed there. I don't think James will. He will get a couple of points if he can keep it where he
Big
is.
shout out to Sonic Hawk. Oh, Lyronix has just got a 3-second penalty. That's...
If you want to look at penalties, you can do.
Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look.
Because that might be interesting to find out. I'm sorry if I actually asked you to look there, but...
That's alright.
Let me have a look at let me have a look.
So Lyronix has 3 seconds. Does Rappy have a penalty?
Energy Dan, Electro Dan 2 minutes ago says, if Bundy passes Lee, I'll cry.
I think Rappy, one more warning, gets a 3-second penalty. So at the minute, I think he's net race leader.
He is, but Lee's right on the back of him. 0.8 behind him, so not right on the back, but close enough. But if you didn't hear it, Electro Dan says, if Bundy passes Lee, I'll cry. So there you go. A little bit more.
I don't think Bundy has a penalty.
Oh. That's why he's your championship leader, everybody.
No, I don't think Bundy doesn't have a penalty, I don't believe.
Energy Dan has spun it. Oh, he has, and into the wall he goes. Just exiting the second or first S, I think he was there. So interesting. Badger now exits the pit lane, so Badger's doing a different strategy to everyone else here. We still have 7 laps to go, by the way, so I don't know if the drivers will come in or not. It'd be pointless now to come in, but they could do. Thank you to all of you who are watching, of course. Would be interesting, would be nice to see. But yeah, the weirdest, most wonderful stuff happens in F1 and in historic racing. So, as Ryan Van Doom just overtakes James Hook here, or has he? They're going side by side still. So I don't know if he had. No, he hasn't. Great from James Hook there to defend, but can Ryan Van Doom get back through? On the grass a little bit there, James Hook does go, but keeps the position. As down inside now he goes. Goes Ryan Van Doom. They touch. And James keeps the position just. That was absolutely amazing, that was there, as Lee is right on the back of... Whoa, wow, what's Rappy done there?
It goes
James,
Lee.
what has Rappy done? Up to second goes Lee. Well, oh well.
What a drive from Lee now tonight. He's got the bit between his teeth.
What happened to Rappy though? That's what I want to know. Is Lee goes
Oh
off?
no, Rappy's got one through. Oh no, he got wide
Yeah,
in the
he
S
went wide and
curves.
put his right front on the grass and then came back on straight away, so he didn't actually. We've got a question for you, of course, from Dan, saying, how are you feeling about Singapore?
Singapore is an interesting track. I'm quite streaky around it, so I'm either very quick or very slow. But it's lower speed, so that should suit me better. But I need to do some practice to dial the setup in. I think what drag levels as well. Obviously, do you run high downforce or like try and target the first sector and get a big advantage there and for the race? So we'll see. But looking forward to it. I need to get back on form, really, do some setup work and go from there.
That's good to hear. And by the way, everybody, if you didn't know, next week we are in the 1991 McLaren MP4/6 at Hungary.
Oh, nice.
What a circuit that will be, as Rappy only 0.3 ahead of Lee here, so this could be interesting. I think they'll stay out now to the end of the race, but this could be interesting to see what
Lee's overshot the chicane.
this will be interesting to see what their tyres will be like at the end of this race. Personally, if I was driving, the maximum I would go to is about 70% on tyre wear.
Oh, James TLH and Topics are fighting, it seems.
Side by side. And James has got through, has he? We have. But yeah, are you looking forward to next week if you are commentating next week?
Yeah. I'll be commentating next week.
Oh!
I wonder if I'll do any of the other races.
Oh, JB's made a mistake.
Oh no, JB's driven a brilliant race up until that point.
That's not like him, that's all I can say. But this, ladies and gentlemen, will just confirm this. This will be Bundy's first non-podium of the season.
I think he's on the podium at the minute because he doesn't have a 3 second.
Okay. Oh, Sonic Horse gone off.
Oh, unlucky. Sonic Horse driven a good race today.
Everyone's driven a good race.
Yeah, to be fair, it's difficult in these classic cars. You have to have a lot of respect for these drivers.
And everyone who's crashed out, unlucky to all of you. Gotta say that.
Yeah, it is difficult. And also, obviously, the practice levels probably aren't as high as normal F1 cars, so you're learning as you go along.
Yeah, potentially.
Topics all over the back of James TLH. Here he goes.
Is he going to make the move stick this time? He touch, and he's through.
Got it. Good move.
Electro Dan says, missed the Singapore sling back in the 2012 game. That was very tasty.
Yeah, that was a good corner. They should never have got rid of that. That was way more fun than the current corner that's there now. Singapore Sling was a good corner.
Which one was that?
That was the triple, like the. It's like that one where you go left, right, left.
Oh, JB
that makes
gets
sense.
Past James, sorry, quickly. JB gets past James, very nice. There's Lee right on the back of Rappy now. Sorry, carry on.
Is that one that's like left, right, left, and like it's over like a load of bumps in the second sector before the bridge?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lee's got pace.
James has just tried to overtake JB again, and he's done it. So JB now has a battle on his hands. Keep an eye on that, and we'll keep an eye on Lee's battle here as they head into the final sector now. Well, actually, they're heading now up to the spoon. Has Rappy got the pace? Or has Lee? By the way, just to say that Ionix will win the race, Rappy will be second, and Lee will be third at the moment. But I think Rappy has a penalty, so...
I think Lee has one as well, but Bundy doesn't, so I think I put Bundy third. But if Lee can put out another 5 tenths, he'll be third.
The chicane energy down, put chicane I think it's spelled something wrong here, but just
quickly, Lee's going for the move.
Down the inside he goes. Has he made this stick? He has. And will Lee win? Will Lee get second? He does. Lee's second position. Lee P2. Good move there from Lee. He needs to now pull a
stay
gap.
ahead.
He needs to now get a gap now of at least 3 seconds on Bundy here, or else he won't get a podium today, Lee. But I think Lee may be a steward of this league. If Lee's a steward of this one, then he can kick off his penalty and give himself a podium, but he won't do that, of course. Lee won't do that, of course. He's too nice. He's too nice. Lee sometimes is too nice. That's generally something we've got to know.
Too nice.
Meaning that he doesn't sometimes look at penalty he gets and thinks, ah, no, I got that fair, or no, I didn't get that fair. He just goes, I got a penalty, I'll just keep the penalty and let somebody else get the podium. I don't care. I don't know what Electrodan's saying here, but chain, and then he puts the timer, giving the youngsters a run for their money. Oh, I mean the old timers probably giving the youngsters a run for their money. Okay.
Oh, Rappy. He got on the grass there. He's lost about a second.
Into spoon we go. And has JB done this brilliantly from JB there? Past James he goes. Up into P6. Lovely move there, that is. And just to give everybody a thing here to say, just for Lee's sake here, Lee has got about a 3 second gap just to Bundy. So Lee has just got the podium just sorted there. He has, but what a move there from JB. Past James TLH he goes. And we're now starting at 25 and everyone's on 17 lap old tyres. Yep, come on Topics, keep up the pressure. Topics is down there, is there in 5th. Really good drive from everyone today. We're going to ask you next lap, James. I'll ask you
JB's wide.
I'll ask you next lap your driver of the day. Sonic Hawk just gets past James Hawk.
And James TLH is through.
Yeah, I'll ask you your driver of the day in a second, if that's alright.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Lee or JB for me says Electro Dan, and Adam Clark says should have been me. So I don't know if you're meaning that should have been you driver of the day today.
I think for effort and just legendary status, Adam would get it.
You can't give it to. Sorry, he's crashed out. Too bad. JB, I think.
Don't listen. Don't listen, Adam.
Sorry, Adam. You're a very nice person. I'm sorry. But I agree with
JB up to 6.
Electro down there. I think JB should get it because what a race he's had. And if you just look at his positions he's gained, he hasn't gained any. He's gained 10 positions in this race. So got to be some kind of credit there. But Lee is gaining. He was 5.1 seconds behind the leader. He's now 4.6. Here he is back. We'll put it on for you guys. So there you go. There's your driver gains and loss. So if you want to vote for your driver of the day, let us know in the comments right now. And over to you, James, for your driver of the day. And of course you can call him Adam driver of the day if you really want.
I think, looking at it, I think JB deserves a massive shout out. He's driven a brilliant race. I wasn't expecting, if I'm honest, being in that high up in 6th, but he has driven a really good race and fair play to him. But my driver of the day is actually Lee today. I wasn't expecting him to be second. Oh, JB's wide. James TLH is through. No, I think Lee is like, I didn't think he would have the pace, but like in his second phase, he's really brought the race to Rappy, which I didn't think he'd be able to do. And he's bringing it to Lyronix as well. He's closed the gap a bit, so fair play to him, and Lee is my driver of the day.
There we go then. So driver of the day from the comments box and from the chat then is Lee. So well done to everyone. Lee will get the champagne at the end of the day. Very nice, well done Lee. You'll get champagne and a garland. Well
I
done.
want champagne.
And a garland, well done. You'll get your garland. Oh, and your trophy. Oh.
Yeah, medal.
Oh, well done you, Lee. But here he comes then, Lyonix out the last corner now, as the white flag waves on circuit now, as he crosses to start the last lap and sets the fastest lap of the race. Unbelievably, on 19 lap old tyres.
Yeah, I think the tyres held up in the end.
Yeah, I think they did. You are correct in saying, but just to say to everybody here, the game doesn't do it like the olden days used to do. That kind of makes me a bit annoyed because that's the one thing I don't like about the game. If that makes sense to you, James. Basically, the olden days it used to be soft or hard tyres, and then it used to be wets. Okay.
Yeah.
And the game does it dries and wets.
Yeah, it's. I think these are probably a harder tyre. I can't imagine them being very soft, so they're probably quite a resilient tyre that will just keep going and going.
Okay.
But you just need to make a pit stop, and it's when you do that strategic. And the right thing to do, I think, in this race was to pit under the safety car.
Yeah. Lyronix has raced this from start to finish, pretty much. First.
Yeah, Lyronix had good pace. He could argue he does deserve driver of the day. Done absolutely nothing wrong, and he just led from the front, and he's got pace, Lyronix. He's a top quality driver.
I know people would give him driver of the day, but I wouldn't because he hasn't really done much to deserve driver of the day, which I know sounds really harsh. If that makes sense.
I know. It's difficult because he hasn't really done a lot, but he was the quickest. So, but yeah, here he comes through 130R.
Here he comes then into the braking zone. He's about to come into now to head into the chicane and win the Japanese Grand Prix. I think this is his first win of the season, is it, or is it second?
I can't remember, but here he comes.
But here he comes then out the last corner and across the line now. Lyonix wins it. Lovely to see that there. Lee now second. He does have a penalty, so will come home in third. No, he comes second actually. He doesn't have a penalty, Lee. Wow, that's a surprise. Bundy gets fourth. Topics, will he get a fifth, or will it be a weird surprise that James gets fifth for some reason because Topics had a 5-second stop go? I really don't know if he did, but here he comes. Topics. Out the last corner he comes. James has made a mistake and JB's passed. Unbelievably on the last lap. Last corner. JB crosses now in 6th. Does JB get it? Yes, he will. Amazing drive there from him. Ryan Van Doom will get 8th. 9th will be Sonic Hawk. 10th will be James Hook, and James Hook will get a point. Got to be happy James Hook will be for that. Hopefully James Hook has not many penalties and he won't not get the point. Crosses now, he does. And he gets the point! No, he doesn't. That's annoying for James Hook there. But here comes Badger then.
Yeah.
Out of Spoon and down here. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Well, I can't remember what I was about saying. Yeah. So it's like what you say with the drivers. You can't give it to him because he hasn't really done much battling. And but Launik should get driver of the day because he's just raced from start to finish on the lead, but he hasn't. And we've got to give credit to all the drivers today. And of course, here comes Badger then out of the last corner, and there he is. Across the line goes Badger, and that is your race completed. And just to say, it is Lee now, and it has to go to Max Verstappen, your driver of the day there. So well done. Sorry, if you don't know the joke, you don't know the joke. Sorry,
I don't know. I don't know if I know it.
Okay, that's fine. But there's Lee, look on the podium, very happy. And same for
I don't
the
know if
top
Lee has a
three.
mic.
Oh well, we can invite all top three, can't? And we can invite Bundy as well, because he'll be fourth and he would love to talk. He talks every time. It's up to you who you want to. It's up to you. If you want to invite the top three, we can do. And if
Yeah,
I
we
talk,
invite them.
and if I talk really quickly, guys, I do apologise. But there you go. That is your podiums done. It's only 10-9 at the moment. Oh, sorry, 5-9. Very, very good. Right, I've made it public now, the party, so you can invite them. So it finishes Launik P1, second was Lee now, third was Rappy, fourth was Bundy, fifth was Topics, sixth was JB, seventh James, eighth Ryan Van Doom, ninth Sonic Hawk, 10th Pro Oliver, 11th was James Hook, unlucky mate for him not getting the point. Then it was Energy Dan and Badger. Your non-finishers were Punch, Clarky Boy, DCG, Tejonis and Baboon J. And your drive of the day today was Lee Now. He was absolutely brilliantly there, Lee Now. Your drive of the day. So there you go then, that was it for today's race. If you want to join us next week, it's the 91 car. Same kind of car, but the 1991 version at Hungary next week. And if you don't want to join us for that and you want to join us in the week instead, to watch some racing, then come and watch us in Singapore. Would be amazing to see us in Singapore. You can do there. But anyway, are we going to get drivers in, or do you want to get them in?
Yeah. Let me just do it now.
I'm just going to go and just show you the car, ladies and gentlemen. We raced today. It's so similar next week, right? It's so similar. Like, you don't get how similar these cars are.
Like, where's Rappy?
Like, they're like, this is this week. Okay, that's last week's, that's this week's, and that's next week's. The only difference I think there is it's a different kind of engine. Right? It's a different kind of engine, and it's just a bit taller. Look, as you can see, it's a bit taller. The car. We're not using these two here, who are the add-on cars, by the way, which was your actual Senna car, but we're just showing you they look different completely. There they do compared to it. They're just nicer. But anyway, there you go. There it is.
Can I ask you, Cadwell?
Yeah.
Electro Dan, your favourite GP2 driver?
Why is he asked that?
No, I just wondered.
Yeah. Cleveland's.
I probably think it's me, obviously. You know, we commentate together.
Yeah. Well, it's between you and Bundy.
Brilliant. That's all you needed to say. Yeah, no, Bundy, my GP2 teammate. I can't get Rappy. I need to get hold of Rappy. I don't think Lee has a mic.
No, you can invite him anyway, just in case.
Yeah, I have tried.
But no, if I had to put my top four, right? I'm gonna be snaking a few people here, right? Okay, James.
Yeah.
It would be you.
Thank you.
Bundy. I do like a bit of what's his name? Not to Jonas. His team.
Jabogan.
Jabogan's
Or
good.
JB Ogan.
Yeah, so he's good.
Laser Lord.
He's
in
not
Prem.
he's not in GP2 anymore. He's in Prem.
Yeah. But he's a legend.
And maybe go Electro Dan.
Yeah, I think only a maybe for Electro Dan, to be fair. Just a maybe.
Yeah, he would be like my fifth or sixth because he would be. He's an amazing driver. He's an amazing driver. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely brilliant driver. I can't
Yeah.
actually say top 4 drivers because everybody in that league's good. So
Should we invite Bundy in just to see? Because I don't think
Oh.
any of these top 3 are joining.
oh, you can do. You can do.
Is he on? No, he's gone offline.
Has he?
Yeah, he's gone off.
Oh, because he thought he wasn't in the top 3. He's not going to get a talk to.
No, he's on. Let's see.
But yeah, so
He might not join.
just to show you again, this is the car we raced this week. And just to give you an idea, this is the kind of car we're racing next week. It's not the car racing next week, but kind of. And the difference, it's just the height, I think, difference. And I think the only difference is, if you want to actually look at it with more information, there it is. It's pretty much just the engine is a V8, is a V12. It's a 2,493cc engine as well. Compared to this week's, which was what was this week's? A turbocharged V6 engine, which is a RA168E.1 an E 1.5 litre engine. So there you go. So there you go. It's pretty similar car next week. Which do you prefer, James? Quickly before Bundy joins, do you prefer the 88 or the 91?
I quite like the 88, to be fair.
Okay.
I think it looks better.
Alright. Okay. And hello, Bundy.
Hello.
Hello. I think this is your first week in the classics that you've not been on the podium.
I believe so.
But
I'm the
how
only
about-
person that likes coming into the interview room.
Yeah, we just need this all to talk to.
How did you think that went then for you?
Oh man, that was so difficult. That was the car was so unstable, like especially through the last corner with that bump just before the pit lane.
Is it-
Oh, and there was a lot of 3 wide battles down the straights, which was
Yeah, wasn't there?
especially I think there was like 4 of us all like grouped together going into 130R at one point. I was absolutely terrified.
Oh yeah, that was like with Lee, DCG, James, and yourself, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that
it
was good.
And then I did like an amazing pass through 130R on the inside of James LTH, which was like, I absolutely loved doing that pass. And then JV got me back at the first corner with a pass, which was, I just didn't want to give it up, but he had the inside, so I sort of had to
Back
go.
out, yeah.
Do you think that was the hardest car to drive today
Yes.
out of all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. 100% they're the worst car, well, the most difficult car so far, but it probably didn't help with the track. The track was, it's difficult to drive that track with that car. And it didn't help with, the grid was a little bit mixed because of
Yeah.
the wet conditions.
Yeah. Did you think the track was going to dry up that quickly as it did, or?
No. I even said in the GP2 admin chat, I just put in there just before the race. Well, that track dried up unrealistically quick.
Yeah, because it was for Lee anyway. When he came out the pits, did one like warm-up lap, and then as he was on his out lap, as he was on his flying lap, as he got to Spoon, it was dry pretty much.
Yeah, it was. It definitely dried out really quickly.
Mm.
But credit to the top 3. It was quite nice actually. Not with the 2 safety cars sort of brought Lauronics and Rappies back into it because they were where we were all battling.
I know, wasn't it? They were putting away.
They were miles ahead. So yeah. Yeah, and then it was JV said in the chat, the old guard, as in me, Lee, and JV were all in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, the old guard, which was quite nice to be sandwiched in between those 2.
Yeah.
So obviously next week is it Hungary?
Yeah, we're in the 1991 McLaren MP46 at Hungary.
Do you like Hungary, Bundy?
just go and watch GP2
I'm
the
trying to
other
think
week.
back now. Yeah, I'm trying to think back.
Lasted 5 laps.
Oh.
Oh. But I think you're still leading the championship though, so.
Yeah. To be fair to the Lauronics, it was just way too quick. I didn't really know where my pace was today. I just struggled so much out of the corners. I don't know. It's just not used to running TC on no TC on this sort of like turbo-charged sort of style V8 or whatever they are, V10s.
What this car we had tonight?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wheel spin out, and like you get like wheel spin like third or fourth gear. It was just like crazy.
Yeah, it is. Just to quickly tell you, it's a 1.5 litre turbocharged V6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was a very interesting race actually, because when like the start of the race came, there was like so many GP4 and GP3 drivers, like GP4 drivers who were like higher up than I thought they would be, because they must have done the strategy. Like you came out though on the dry tyres though, so did you? How did you feel with the dry tyres coming out? Was that the right choice for you to wait until dry tyres come out, or did you think maybe a second wet lap would have?
Well, I mean, just look at how far some of the people that did. I mean, Lee was what, second when it was wet, and then he didn't do a lap time in the dry conditions, and I think he was like 11th or 12th, and about 20 seconds behind. So it definitely dried out a lot quicker than I expected, and I probably could have waited a bit longer coming out of the pits. I came out with like 3 minutes to go, whereas I should have probably waited and right till the last minute to come out, because the track just got faster and faster. But it was definitely interesting. I nearly tried to get who was in front of me at the start? DCG and someone else. Like literally, I got such a good start that I could have squeezed in between them. But yeah, it was good fun. I ended up going off for the track on the first lap or whatever, so it was a nice comeback.
Yeah, and do you know, near the end, last question from me anyway, do you know when you pitted under first safety car?
Yeah.
Were your tyres really bad at the end of the race, like on 60, 70, 80%, or were they good at the end?
I didn't really look, to be fair, but I think they're around 50 something percent. I know some of the guys who were using pads were saying that they had like 60, 65% coming into the final lap. So yeah, mine wasn't too bad compared to theirs. I don't know if it's just because of obviously it's quite a wheel, as James would say, it's a wheel track. So yeah. I mean, I still got beaten by a pad driver in Lee, so
Exactly.
can't say much. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because we were thinking it might be like too much for the tyres to cope on like 18, 19 lap old.
I mean, my Jeff kept telling me to pit, and I was like, shut up, Jeff. No, I'm not pitting. I'm going to the end now. He just wanted me to pit.
Fair enough.
Bloody idiot.
So yeah, and then in the week then, you two both have Singapore.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that one then.
Well, I need to...
scoring no points again.
Oh, I think we need to work on slipstream and Bundy.
Yeah.
The track's coming up. Everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I gave you a slipstream in Germany when I screwed up my lap. I gave you a little one.
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, no. I'll look forward to it, but
Okay.
got to keep your concentration around Singapore.
You do
Yeah,
definitely.
it's a sweaty track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think are you done, James, with your questions or?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, thanks
Thanks
anyway,
for
James.
joining, Bundy.
That's right. Anytime.
And thanks James again for doing commentaries again. Did an amazing job.
Yeah, you too.
As always.
Thanks for streaming.
That's all right. Sadly, sorry I couldn't do last night, but
It was alright. We coped just about.
well, yeah. So there you go then. To everyone, that is your classic series done here at the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll be back next week, of course, in the 1991 McLaren MP4-6 at Hungary. We will. Very tight circuit Hungary is, and there won't be probably many overtakes, but a few overtakes I bet at Hungary with that car. I guarantee there. And then if you don't want to watch the Classic Series and you want to come back and watch the Prop Series, we'll have all these F1 cars, the normal F1 cars, at Singapore this week. So you can join us on Monday, from Monday till Thursday for that, as you can. And yeah, we'll be back next week. So thanks, James, again, and goodbye.